So let's just say it, the two-party system is dead. For the first time in modern British history, the polls have shown both Labour and the Tories in a state of historic crisis. But this isn't just a crisis, it's a once-in-a-generation opportunity. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can be part of history, either by helping build a new opposition with the Greens, or by joining the movement to build your party. For decades, the story of British politics has been written by just two authors, Labour and the Conservative Party. They've passed power between themselves like a family heirloom, always secure in the knowledge that when one of them failed, the other would rise up and take its place. Well, that era is over. This isn't the gentle swing of the pendulum we're used to. This is a political earthquake. Let's be brutally honest about the numbers, because they tell a story of a total system failure. As of early November 2025, polling shows the Labour Party, once a great vehicle for working class power, at a mere 16% of the national vote. The Conservative Party, the supposed party of stability, is polling an equally catastrophic 16%. Let that sink in for a second. The two political giants that have dominated our country for a century now barely command the support of a third of the electorate combined. This isn't just a temporary dip or some mid-term protest. It's a logical conclusion of decades of failure. It's what happens when a political class becomes completely disconnected from the people it's supposed to serve. Both parties have overseen a collapse in living standards and a crisis in our public services, all while feeding us a pervasive feeling that no matter who you vote for, nothing really changes. They gave us austerity, and then they gave us more austerity. They promised to fix the NHS while starving it of funds. They talked about levelling up while watching communities decline. The British public has finally and decisively had enough. And into that massive void has stepped a political force that's running on pure disillusionment and racism. Reform UK is now polling at a staggering 32% of the vote. Whatever you think of their politics, their rise is the ultimate proof of the establishment's failure. They've surged by speaking to a sense of betrayal that the two main parties have willfully ignored for years. The old consensus is shattered. The political map is being redrawn right before our eyes. But this story isn't just about collapse, it's also about what's rising from the rubble. As the old giants of British politics stumble, new forces are surging forward, powered by a completely different kind of energy. The most significant of these is the Green Party, which is having the biggest political breakthrough in its entire history. Nationally, the Green Party is polling at a historic high of 17%, putting them ahead of both Labour and the Conservatives in recent polls. This isn't just a minor shift, it's hundreds of thousands of people consciously moving towards a party they believe actually represents their values. The Greens are no longer just a single issue party. For a growing part of the electorate, they look like a credible alternative. And crucially, this isn't just the only trend in the polls, it's happening on the ground. Right now, the Greens are the largest party on Bristol City Council. A Labour councillor defected there the other day, so they have 50% of the seats. They've taken majority control of Mid Suffolk District Council. They're making huge gains and becoming the main opposition in councils from East Hertfordshire to Newcastle. They are winning, and they're proving that they can govern. The landscape is fracturing elsewhere too. The Lib Dems are polling at a solid 12%, showing just how many voters they're actively shopping around for an alternative. The old tribal loyalties are gone. People are no longer willing to vote for a party just because their parents did. They're looking for competence, integrity, and a real alternative to the failed politics of the past. The Green Party's leader, Zach Polanski, captured this new assertive mood perfectly when he said, "We aren't here to be disappointed by Labour, we are here to replace them." That one sentence says it all. The time for hoping the establishment will fix itself is over. The time for building its replacement has begun. Faced with this level of chaos, it's easy to feel anxious. The collapse of everything we've known is always unsettling. But that's a mistake. We're not living through a crisis, we are living through a clearing. For the first time in a century, the board has been wiped clean. The political duopoly that has stifled innovation and failed generations has finally broken. This isn't a moment for fear, it's a moment of historic, unprecedented opportunity. Just think about what this means. The assumptions that have governed our entire political lives, they're gone. The idea that you have to choose the lesser of two evils is gone. The belief that a vote for a smaller party is a wasted vote is gone. In a landscape where the two parties together now represent less than a third of voters, every single alternative is now on the table. The system isn't just broken, it's been blown wide open. This is the moment that activists dream of. It's a period of intense possibility where the future is genuinely unwritten. The old gatekeepers are losing their power. The real energy is no longer in the corridors of Westminster, where they're busy shuffling deck chairs on the Titanic. The energy is out here with us. It's in community halls, online forums, local campaign groups, and in the minds of every single person who has looked at this country and thought, there has to be a better way. This is your shot, your chance to be more than just a spectator to political decline, your chance to be an active participant in building what comes next. The future of British politics is no longer a foregone conclusion. It's a project waiting for its architects. It's waiting for you. The question is no longer if the system will change, the question is how will you shape it? So what can you actually do? Right now there are clear and powerful paths you can take. The first is to join the most organised and rapidly growing force for change and help them win. The Green Party has done the maths. They've analysed local election results, demographics and polling, and they've identified dozens of target seats across the country where a concentrated effort could elect a Green MP. These aren't just wishful thinking, they are tactical battlegrounds where victory is genuinely within reach. Seats like Bristol Central and North Herefordshire have already shown it's possible, and more are ready to follow. This is where you come in. Winning those seats won't happen from a TV studio. It will happen on the streets, one conversation at a time. The Green Party is running a massive coordinated election plan that is all about grassroots action. They need people on the ground to make it happen. You can join a local action day in a target constituency. You could spend a few hours delivering leaflets or knocking on doors. You can help with phone banking. You can offer whatever skills you have, graphic design, social media, or just making cups of tea for other volunteers. Every single contribution, no matter how small it feels, adds up to a collective force that the old parties just can't compete with. This is the front line. By focusing our energy on these key seats, we can turn the national surge in the polls into real power in Westminster. However, if an independent who is anti-austerity has the best chance against the main parties in your area, consider supporting them. The goal is to build a real opposition that will hold the government to account. This path is for the pragmatists, the organisers, and everyone who wants to turn this moment's energy into electoral victory. The Green Party's rise is inspiring, but it's not the only story. Maybe you agree that the old system is broken, but the Greens don't quite speak for you. Maybe you think what we need isn't just a new party in an old system, but a whole new kind of politics. If that's you, then your path is to join your party. We're in a moment of creation. All across the country, politically homeless people are coming together to build a new organisation that is more democratic, more participatory, and more rooted in communities than the hollowed out shells of Labour and the Tories. And this isn't just theory, it's happening right now. The new political movement, your party, is already holding conferences, regional conferences, and building a political vehicle from the ground up, with polls suggesting it could win seats in a general election. This is a space for people who want a clear anti-austerity socialist alternative. This path is for the visionaries, the thinkers and the connectors. Your call to action is to find others who share your values and join the build. Get involved in your local branch, contribute to policy discussions and help shape a new organisation that lives and breathes the transparency and member-led democracy you want to see. You don't have to start from zero. A new political home is already being built and it needs your energy and your ideas. This is your chance to join in the design of the political home you always wished you had. It's a huge task, but there has never been a better time to get involved. For our entire lives, politics in this country has been defined by a lack of choice, a closed system, a private conversation between two parties that look more and more alike and have failed to meet the challenges of our time. Today that system is dead. The choice is no longer between a blue rosette and a red one. The choice is yours now, and it is a real one. Will you join the organised surging forces of the Greens and help them to win the key seats that could forge a new opposition? Or will you join the foundational movement of your party, building a new political home from the ground up? Whichever you choose, and including the vital support for strong anti-austerity independence, both paths lead away from the failed politics of the past. Both paths lead towards a future where power is reclaimed by the people. The old world is dying and a new one is struggling to be born. This is a time of chaos, but it's also a time of creation. The future is a blank page. Pick up a pen. If this message resonated with you, the most important thing you can do is share this video. Send it to one person you know who feels disillusioned and powerless. Start a conversation. In the description below you'll find links to join the Green Party or to get involved with your party. And of course, like this video and subscribe for more analysis on this political uprising. The work is just beginning. Let's build the future together.